Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Iron Nest, the playtest. This is pre-release of um, what is going to be the public demo coming somewhere around June 15th during Steam's Next Fest. Not to confuse with what Nest Fest is what we did back at the end of March. And we are continuing these missions that are as of right now, in the playtest version, not the public demo, not the full version, the playtest version. Getting our notes from High Command here. As I was saying, this is the playtest version, so not everything is final in the game. However, this is the new and improved tutorial series of missions, and this is the 4th mission. So, with that, let's just dive right into it. Okay, so we have... I don't think the Iron Nest has moved, but we'll just copy all this stuff down for now. We will be facing a counter battery timer on this one. So let's look at our magazines and see what we have. We don't have much of requisitions either. Well, we have 200 points, which is actually... it's a lot. I could go with star shells. Let's see what we have, because now we're dealing with the counter battery timer. So we have 1 star shell here and 1 high explosive. Okay. So we have 1 star, 1 high explosive in the left. We have one star, 1 armor piercing in the right. So I think we're fine with stars. I'm gonna go ahead. I have 1 high explosive over there, so I'm just gonna go 2 and 2 for now for a high explosive. So we'll go 1 in the left, so that's 2 in the left, 1, 2 in the right, which leaves us with 2 slots here, and 3 over there. I think I'm gonna do... just trying to get a loadout going, you know. I'll do 2 armor piercing in the left, and a high explosive, and in the right we'll do another armor piercing. So that should go as 2 armor piercing, 2 high explosive. Let's go with high explosive for star. I'm gonna go with star shell. I'm probably going to regret that later. We'll do it on the fly if we have to. We'll go with high explosive. We'll go ahead and put that in the right. Okay. How are we doing on powder charges? We have 64. I'm gonna go ahead and just get us to 84. And let's go ahead and start plotting out what we have here. So we have artillery positions. We have no idea. Oh boy. Okay. We have no idea where the ammo caches are or anything. So we're gonna go ahead. I don't have that shell type just yet in the play test. We have artillery positions. Just like that. In the open. Everything has been reset. Where is our nest marker? Is it hiding? It is hiding. Okay. Lol. Okay, Iron Nest is I653. Good. Spotter 1 is O1038. Let's go ahead and do that. O1038. Spotter 2 is L418. L418. And spotter 3 is M121. M1. M1. 2, 1. Alright. Yellow pencil out. Alright, now we gotta start plugging some bearings. So spotter 1, artillery number 1 is going to be 144 degrees. Ooh. From spotter 1. So we'll just draw a big old line out this way. And 069 from spotter 2, so kind of in this way. Boom. Okay, so that's going to be artillery 1. Right there. Good. Artillery 2 is 143 from spotter 1. Oops, I got click and drag. Click and drag. So kind of along the same line, which is interesting. Unless I was looking at the wrong thing there, which I might have been. Just double check. Oh, 144 and 143. Okay, so it should be slightly off, and it is. Okay, and then 047 from spotter 3. So, right there, at that intersection of those 2 points. Kind of see the little cursor there. That's how we're going to be as precise as possible. Okay, that's artillery 2 done. Artillery 3 is, use the compass here, 9.6 kilometers. So anywhere on that radius from spotter 3 and 5.96. 5.96. So we could have that artillery position to the north, or we could have that artillery position out to the east. I'm gonna take a bet. Let's say that this artillery position is out here, yonder, right about there. I will do a grease pencil mark right there just to mark a potential intersection for another position of artillery. So we're gonna do a high explosive, and let's see something really quick here. Can I get a double kill? I don't think I can. No. Okay. So we know where those two are. So we're just gonna go right off the bat. Track those two, which should give us some time. Should. We'll fire a star shell. Now, it could very well be, let's see here. I don't think it's going to work that way. But if it's along a similar line, well, we could do a star shell out there just to see. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a star shell out there. So that's gonna be a star shell. So that's gonna be one fire mission. The other fire mission is going to be at this artillery position. And then we're gonna prep the third one. Just have it laying on the table here. Alright. 3 fire missions. First one's going to be Star. Star. There we go. That's going to be at 10.89. We're going to be chewing through powder charges. Oh my god. .89. 83.4. Okay, so that's gonna be, oops, tab. That's going to be the star shell, which we're going to put it up here. Hello. Oh wait, I already have a. Okay. Oh, okay. I did a boo boo from the last mission. Because for whatever reason it didn't save. That's fine. That's fine. Crap. I only have 2 power charges in it though. Ah. Damn. Alright, max range that. So that changes my tactic a little bit because I can't unload a shell. I only have 2 power charges in there, which the max range 2 powder charges gets me is, I'll be close enough. 10 kilometers. But, whoops. Like, why is it giving me 40? I just want to make sure that my math's right. It should be 60. Okay. So in case it is there, we'll go ahead and do 10.89. We'll select that. I'm just going to plot them out. This is how you plan them. This one's also going to be a long mission like the first mission that we did together of this new playtest. We're going to do... Oops. Nope. 83.4 is right. I want a high explosive there. So that'll be the next mission for the left gun. There we go. A little finicky with the sticky notes, that's alright. And then, okay, so the next one is going to be slightly shorter at 858. 858, we're going to use 2. And it's going to be 85. 85 even. That'll be for the right gun. And then we'll have our third fire mission is at 9.23. Which will also use 2 power charges, high explosive, and this will be 90.3. Okay. So that's what our fire mission is looking like. 83.4, because we're assuming that's going to illuminate the shot, and we're on there because that's so close. I'm going to take out this one first. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take out, fire the star shell, which will start the countdown timer, shift to 85. Once the star shell comes in, I'm guessing it's going to confirm our guesstimation there, although it could be the white grease mark. start immediately prepping this, and then as soon as this gun's down, we'll do this mission. That's how it's going to look like. That's how we're planning it. And again, people have different tactics, like they put it on the table and whatnot, and stuff like that. I just like having everything on the clipboard. So the left gun is already prepped. We need to prep the right gun. So we'll go ahead and load up our high explosive with 2 power charges. And with this angle, it should give us a big time of flight. We're going to transition to 83.4. Oh, I need to ram it. I'll get set to 51. There. And this is where it's going to get high stakes. So my commentary is probably going to be a little more hectic than normal. Just as a heads up. 83.4. Well, let me. So I mentioned this before, right? We need to be at 51.48 because the star shell, it's not going to hit anything. It's just illuminating that line. So I might change it up just slightly. 51.48. I fire at 85. So let's go back to the map here. So if I'm firing at that, I mean, I might just switch to 85 all. 2 birds, 1 stone. Yeah, it's all about maximizing that. The star shell does have a longer time of flight. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk it through as I set it up. So we're going to fire the star shell first. Once it's beneath 31 seconds, so we're going to wait till it's past 30 on our stopwatch. Alright, 60 and 51.48, they're all set in terms of elevation. We know the high explosive round is going to sure as crap take out that confirmed position. We think there's one there. The star shell will illuminate it and identify anything else in the area. So we're going to do that. Star shells arc. Fire. Arm the right gun. Fire the right. There we go. Both shells are away. We'll immediately shift to 83.4 just in case. 83.4. We'll have the 3 charges ready. I have a high explosive round ready there. I'm going to go with a high explosive round there. Immediately start prepping this mission once that's ready to be loaded. Right. Yep, there's this. Alright, we have 300 seconds. Waiting for it, waiting for it, waiting for it. Arm that gun right there. Do we have a confirmed mark on that third one? Yes, we do. Awesome. Okay, go ahead and load high explosive. Okay, so now we're going. I'm a little over the place. Right gun, 2 power charges. Go. Ramp. Left gun. We want 3. go. Okay, while those are ramming and going up and down and whatnot, so we did the star shell. Check mark. We did this one. Okay, got that. Plotted. So now we have some time here. We don't need all the freaking gun elevation. We just need 43, which is somewhere about there. 55.38, which is going to be about there. We're on 83.4, so we're going to fire the left gun first because it'll get there. Okay, I was wrong. 43.56. Right there. 43.56 on the left gun at 83.4 with HE. 55 now. 55.38. And 90.3. .3. High explosives 55.38, 90.3. And the light gun fire. Alright. Alright, so that was confirmed. Kill right there. And that gun's on the way to go kill artillery position 2. From the star shell, there doesn't appear to be anything. We do have some infantry in the open. I'm looking for an FDC. So do we have anything else? 1 and 3 were killed. Okay, there's nothing there. Destroy all running before they range on you. Alright, well I guess that's the mission over. But in this instance, right, I could go fire some other star shells around the map, or I probably have enough requisition points. 202. Gain some here. Or I could start flying some planes around and seeing if there's any, whatchamacallit, fire direction centers, which would pause the counter battery timer. Alternatively, I guess the new system, if you destroy any known artillery positions out there, it would stop the timer. Okay. 4 hostile units remain across the river. Consolidate the sector, destroy remaining elements, and stand by. What river are they talking about? They're probably talking about this river right here. So, what I'm going to do, so one set of photographs takes up about, let's just see here, it takes out about 5 kilometers, 5.2 kilometers in range, right? So we know where some of these infantry units are. Yeah, we'll just move these out of the way because we know these are destroyed. Yep. Just want to move around, make sure there's nothing else hiding underneath the map here. So we know where 2 of these positions are. So we have 2 infantry units there. So we could go for some high explosive shots. So why don't we do that? Let's go ahead and prep some high explosives. So we'll do 1 and 1. Okay. What does that leave us in terms of rounds wise? I have a star, 2 armor piercing. So let's go ahead and get 2 in the right. And let's go with 1 in the left for now. And then we know it takes about 5 kilometers, so if we come to the map table here, I'm thinking about using a plane instead of using a star shell. because that will help with the counter battery timer. But at the same time, we could just play a Star Shell shot, which is what I'm thinking of doing, because those are cheaper points. Okay. So we got all that cleared out. We got all those. Let's go ahead and draw some lines here. So we have our first mission will be that infantry unit there. Second mission will be this infantry there. I think there might be some units down here. So let's go ahead and plan a Star Shell from there. If we get counter battery timer, then so be it. Let's go for a Star Shell. Let's go about there. Let's take this stuff off the table. The Star Shell produces a trace kind of like this. So, in that same progression about there. Okay. High explosives, we're going after infantries. No. First infantry is at 90.5 at 7.81. 7.81. We'll go ahead and yeah, sure, we'll assign that to the right gun. Second one's going to be 89.6. High explosive at 10.7. 10.77. We'll assign that to the right gun. And then our Star Shell. Star. Oops. Oop. Star will be at 110. .8 at 7.99. Let's go ahead and get that dialed in. Right there. Perfect. I have a... Do I have a Star Shell still in this round? I do. Okay. Okay. So for our first shot here, let's go this up. I need 2 powder charges. 1, 2. Ram that. Over here I have explosives in both guns, but I need 3. And I need to be facing 90.5 for the first round. And that's going to go up to 46.86. Go ahead and get the Star Shell prepped. And this one's going to go up to 43. Okay. 43.08 and 46.86. Okay. We have 2 charges and 3 charges. We have Axpos in both guns. 46.86 in the left. Left is armed. We're at 90.5. 5. Switching to 89.6 on the Azimuth. Right gun's armed. High explosive. 43.08. 89.6. Fire that one. Okay. So we went for this one first. And this this one in a second. There you go. That one's accomplished. Confirm destroyed. This one's going to be destroyed as well. We're going to go ahead and prep the start shell. We do not have a counter battery timer, which is awesome. Infantry 2 and 3 are destroyed. Perfect. Alright, next up, star shell. Ram that forward. I might change the azimuth on this. So we know it has to be 7.99. So already have. Well, I can change the range on it because I haven't done anything. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Yep. So this is going to be in a. Crap. Bearing 324 direction. Okay, so 324. Let's see. About 2 kilometers wide, so I go for. Well, what's half? 2.5, so 1 1/4. So if I go for 1 1/4 out this way. Call it there, and 325. I like that. So we'll just fire here quickly on the fly. I don't think that's right. That range. Nope, because I'm doing it from a spotter instead of the iron nest. So let's fix that. Get rid of these lines. We'll find these infantry units. Okay. That's much better. 118 at 732. Which means this is going to be different now. So 7.32 with 2 power charges at 118 degrees. It's going to give us something like that. And we're going to prep a high explosive. Well, we'll fire a star shell. Doesn't really matter now. 2 power charges. Load those up. And we got the facing 118 now. That's going up to 43 something. Okay. Let's go ahead and fix the angle on this. 43.92. I mean, it's a star shell, it doesn't be precise, but we like that. Floor funnels, like Deltos. 43.92, star shell, fire. Tracking along that line very nicely. It's going to be about there. Just mark that complete. And we'll see what's in the area. Might need some more star shells, we'll see. And we have a counter battery timer. Phenomenal. We have an artillery position. We have Okay, we have an artillery position, so let's go ahead and quickly mark that out. So we need to mark that right there. That's our new bearing, 87.959. I don't even care about the other one. I just want to get this done. Give us a little more time on the timer. 959. 2 power charges. We're going with high explosive bearing 87. 87.9. Kind of, sort of, not really. There we go. Okay, load HE. HE's going in. 2 power charges. This is where you might want to use 3 to get a slower time of flight. However, I'm kind of limited on doing all that, you know. 87.9. And the gun is loading. Hurry up, please. 57's gonna be about there. While that's raising, let's go ahead and mark out our grease pencil here. We have 4.23 kilometers, which might be this thing. Nope, we got something else. About there-ish. Not there-ish. Jesus. About... These are terrible pencil marks on my behalf. Good lord. Alright. Find the center. About there. Now let's backtrace that line. There we go. Alright, 4.23 kilometers this direction. 4.2. Let me move this out of the way. That's unfortunate. I can't end up lines like that. Oops. That's not going to be accurate. I want it roughly in the center of that star shell. So, there-ish. And fine, 4.23, which is going to be there. We're going to go slightly to the right of that. Let's go ahead and plot that fire mission. Oh boy. Go out there. Okay. That gun should be about right. 57, hey, it was pretty close. 57.54. Fire. Let's go ahead and get this gun loaded with a high explosive round. We have no idea what we're aiming at, so we're just going to say target range is going to be 852. 852. High explosive bearing 88.4. 88. 4. 2 power charges. Load it. Let's get a star shell. Ah, okay. Really quick. Really quick. Star shell. Star shell. Star shell. Okay. There we go. Load. Okay, thank God. Star. Cool. Close that off. We need to be facing 87.9. No, 88.4 as I was. 88.4. And 51.2. So somewhere about there. 2 power charges. For now, seems about right. We'll go and ram that in. Okay, we got 51.12, 88.4 right gun fire. I got a star shell on the way out there. Yep, so that one was confirmed destroyed with this fire mission. Excellent. How much time we got? 50 seconds! Crap. I don't even care. Just get the gun up there. Once it's done moving, we're firing that crap. Fire! I don't even care. Oh, it was the other artillery position and we nicked it. Just barely. Okay, well, hey. Second counterbattery has destroyed. 2 hostile units remain across the river. No further threats are anticipated. High command is confident. Well, that was close. We got a star shell out there, thank God. That thing just barely nicked that one right there. Okay, so we got all these targets out here. They're just gonna clean all these off. We got something that's 4.93 kilometers this way. So we're gonna change it up. I'm just gonna go about this here. It's always fun trying to get the center of Star Shell. Okay. 4.93 kilometers in a generally this word direction. There's gonna be something. Oh yeah, infantry unit. Right. There. Yep. Yep. Cool. Got it. Alright, well, wasted a star shell. Oh well. With that being said, we're just gonna go ahead and do a dual fire mission. We'll do a high explosive and a star shell at the same time. Alright, back on this. 118 to 8.94. Oops, wrong way. 8.94. High explosive, azimuth 118. Wrong lever. There we go. 118.9. It's going to be infantry. And we'll do a star shell in the same direction. Alright, we got all that situated, so let's go ahead. Go ahead, high explosive. And a star shell. Let's go ahead and get star shells in both batteries now. So we'll go left and right. We'll go right again. We have 3 star shells of our 12. Need 2 in each gun. We're down to 60, it's fine. Should be enough for this mission. Should. That's the keyword there. Alright, I'm going to be facing 118, so let's go ahead and get that going. 53.64. I'm actually going to go ahead and erase that up and link those two together. I overshot that by a lot, so let's bring that back. 118.9 is what we're looking for. And that was at 57, so we'll just drop that down because we're looking for 53. 0.64. This is gonna be awesome. Firing both guns at once. 1 star, 1 high explosive. Well, tell you what, because we're firing the same thing, they're gonna take the same time of flight. We'll go left gun, followed very shortly by the right. A ripple fire, if you will. Ripple fire, send it! And they are, let's see how close we were, about 2 seconds apart. Or is that 3? 1 to 3 seconds apart. Okay. Still really cool. Really cool stuff. So that's completed. That's down here. And we got something that's 4 kilometers in 4.4 by the looks of it. 4.4 kilometers. Whoa. Somewhere about come on. About there. Let's see, we'll go ahead and hopefully this is the last fire mission of this training mission. 102.6 and 4.97 kilometers. High explosive. Unknown target. .97, which is just inside 1 powder charge at 102.6. That's armor piercing. Am I out of high explosive? What is that? Whoa. Wow. DPI. No, what is that? That's my star shell. Okay. I have to have high explosive. There it is. Ram it. Only need 1. All it's gonna take, load that up, and we're going all the way to 59.64 degrees in azimuth. So let's go ahead and also get our azimuth, or elevation, excuse me. Right, azimuth correct. 102.6. So your last fire mission was 53.64, and this is 59. So 59. Right there. I'm guessing there. It's going to be 59.64 on the nose. Oh, so close. 59.6234. Alright. High explosive loaded with 1 power charge. 59.64. 102.6. Right gun armed. Send it. That's going to be right there. Six seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact. On the money. That's what I like to see. We love those things. We love seeing that. Infantry destroyed, and that cell type's now empty, and we got sector is clear. Iron Nest is to stand down. Lord, you think it's yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for this video. It's been quite a long one as I head down to my pre-rest quarters down here in the Iron Nest. With that, I'm going to continue playing this series. It's awesome. I cannot wait to see what improvements, if any, or other hidden features they're going, even Easter eggs, even if they're going to release those in the public demo coming for Steam Next Fest. And as I keep saying, I'll keep having the Steam link to Iron Nest down in the description below. And I'm also, right now, from what I'm being told, really excited for August. Somewhere around August, late summer of 2026, is where we're going to see the public full release of Iron Nest. And I'm so excited for that. So excited if you can't tell by my voice. Anyways, guys, I'm callsign KIA. Y'all remember to fly safe.